Hey. Morning, everybody. You guys want a little status update? 'Cause we're getting there. Yeah. So cab is in final prime. There's a couple of spots that need to be spot primed after I block this stage out. But everything looks really good on the cab. I actually had to put it outside for a couple of days and it rained. I brought it back in and all the seams still look beautiful. There's no signs of corrosion. And that's without seam sealing any of these seams. So it's actually in better shape as is with no seam sealer than it was when it came in. There's no drip and rust anywhere from the rain, even the roof or nothing. So real happy with how this thing came out. So we're basically ready to, I gotta block this door and reprime this door. It's the one that had the skin replacement. But everything else, including the roof, has been double primed and blocked. So we're pretty much there on the cab. We talked about waiting to spray the inner fenders and core support until we get all of our primer done. So that's what I've been marching on. Hood's up here. We got it pretty well stripped down to the rust scale. I acid treated it, and then even after we acid treated it down here in this seam, I wanted to make sure that it was killed and didn't let moisture down in there. So I taped that off last night and brushed down in there. But we're already done with the body work on the hood. There was only a few spots that needed tinged. There was a big dent back here that actually kind of rolled underneath, but we got that all tinged out. And then there was a good one in the hood or in the front right here in the ridge. And then as part of the first paint job there was a dent up here in the hood that was all nasty and had a rust hole underneath it. And same thing over here. So we got the rust taken care of, welded up a couple of spots in it, spot putty blocked, and there we are. I'm actually out of primer this morning, so I got to run in. They didn't have it on the shelf, so I got to run down to the store and grab the gallon of primer, and I should be ready to shoot all this stuff. This is the original passenger front fender. The metal's in really good shape, but there was flash pitting on it, and it was one of the last pieces that I had that I didn't strip, so I just, in my mind, couldn't justify leaving any of that paint on there. So I went ahead and stripped it down, and then good thing I did because I found a bunch of scale underneath it. So we went ahead and acid treated it yesterday with the wire brush, and then all the seams got brushed with the hood last night. And so, you know, if you see it, you try to do something about it. I'm not trying to go a million miles with this truck on every nook and cranny, but like I said, if we see it, we'll try to do something about it. So the back side of this got treated, spot treated, and that way when we put it all together, we won't have any bleed out anywhere if it sits out in the rain. So yeah, there's that. This is the new fender, and it didn't need any spot putty work. It came out of the box and was really good. So shippers did a good job, stampers did a good job. There's a core support. It's gonna wait until we're ready to spray the front end. Tailgate's the last really big piece. I've got it all stripped down inside and out. You guys can see the rust pitting in all the channels. So we gotta brush this one. The handle is really what I'm kind of thinking about. That's what made me stop yesterday. I don't know if it's worth spending the time to restore it. I'm kind of afraid to do all the work and leave it on, so I kind of want to take it off regardless. And if I take it off, I kind of want to see how much a new one is, so I don't spend $125 an hour on fixing that if it's a $30 handle. But yeah, so that's going to get hung up and sprayed in encapsulation, and then we can prime it when that's all done. That'll be the last of the parts. Then we'll be ready to really just start, DA it and go. But, cool. Well, anyway, that's where we are. Starting to feel a little bit better, putting in some more hours and Feeling like this thing's gonna start getting real shiny real fast. So appreciate you guys. Happy hump day. We'll see you on the next one. You guys take care. Appreciate you.